What's up, comic fans, and welcome to Monday Night Raw Books. I almost forgot I had a show today, but I remembered last minute. But yeah, we're doing Ducks. I had to call to see if I had jury duty tomorrow. I do not, luckily. Unfortunately, I got to go now to the mechanic just to get the inspection done on my car. So, wah. All right. I have to double check to make sure it was Monday at 10 o'clock because that's what we're here for. Monday Night Raw Books. And I got Monday Night Raw on over here on the side. I usually just keep it on in the background. But Roscoe's got Jay Gonzo on his channel. He's a really cool artist. And 22. All right, so 22 appears to be having some technical difficulties over on his channel. Yikes. All right, looks like his channel is back to something. Evil Mike in the house. What's up, Mike? I was looking at 22's Keep Calm and Collect, but he's having some technical difficulties over there. A lot of in and out, a lot of pausing. But luckily that doesn't happen to me over here. I have pretty good internet. We'll see what happens when I move. I'm supposed to move first week of May. I'm hoping to keep at least good internet there, but we'll see. You never know. You don't know what you got till it's gone. So what's up, Mike? We are going to do Duck Race tonight because I didn't do... Well, just because tonight's Duck Race time. Not because I didn't do one. Joffrey's in the house. What's up, Joffrey? How's it going tonight? Happy Monday. Joffrey doesn't have a duck in the Duck Race tonight. Well, you know what, Joffrey? Let's try to get you in there. Let us try to get you a duck so you can get into this Duck Race tonight. And since I didn't do any ducks last week because I wasn't on, we have the Makeup Duck. So hashtag Makeup Duck. And we'll get you in. Oh, man. That's the worst. He can have one of mine. You do have two. You do have two. So it's all good. I'll leave that up there for a couple more seconds, Joffrey. And then we'll spin it. And then if somebody comes in, maybe we'll do one more duck. Just because I wasn't here last week to do ducks. Or to remind you guys that we have a duck race this week. Oh, there's Joe. The Adventurous One. Diving in. All right, we'll give it Rhea Ripley's wrestling. Yeah, I see that. I mean, he had issues a couple of weeks ago too. Something about his Wi-Fi. So, and I think he needs like a dongle or something. I don't know. Ron Helton in the house, everybody. What's up, Ron? Glad to see everybody slowly trickling in. It's weird. I was talking to myself for like on Wednesdays. I totally expected people don't come on my Wednesday show until I'm already like 10, 15 minutes in. But Monday Night Raw Bucks usually has, at least 2 or 3 people to start off with. I was talking to myself for like 6 minutes. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. All right, 3.5 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I was like, where is everybody? I just had a nap. That sounds delightful, Ron. I honestly, now you said that. Look, see, you started something in me. Now I want a nap. My chicks have been hatching since midnight. Oh, good grief. My dad used to have chickens. They were cool. I used to go outside and be like, hey, ladies. And they'd walk up and be like, the only thing I hated was for some reason they thought my toes were like food and they would peck them and I'd be like, ah. So I had to always wear shoes around the chickens. I don't know why they pecked my feet. Not even the feet, just the toes. Probably thought they were like giant worms or grubs or something. And I'm like, come on. Why do we have to constantly do this? Why do you have to constantly peck at my toes? I don't know. But the chickens were cool. They'd be like, all right, who wants a duck? Let's go ahead and do the makeup duck because I wasn't on last week. Yeah, full disclosure. I wasn't on last week because I went to my aunt's wedding and then we had a reception on Sunday. Ron Helton with the duck. I think that's your first duck. And so, yeah, we, Sunday reception. And then Monday, I just spent all day Monday just not even recovering, just partying more. It was a 2-day celebration. So, all right. If anybody wants to get in one more time, guys, because we're going to spin it one more time. Thanks, Joffrey. Wow. These are all going to my kids' house. I mean, Ron has chickens. I don't have chickens. My dad had chickens, and he doesn't have the chickens anymore. He sent them to like a retirement farm. They got older, stopped producing eggs. I think there was a hawk or an eagle in the area. And then there was talk of other predators. So my dad was like, you know what? Before one of my chickens gets eaten, let me find him a safe home. There are 28 out so far of 48 eggs. Several are still pecking their way out. Wow. Will is the party dude. What's up? Hey, Secondtronic Squirt Gun in the house. What's up, Aaron? Predators. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind having a good time. It was a wedding. It was his wedding celebration. He's making money, I bet, with his chickens. All right, guys, we're going to spin this wheel one more time. I'm going to try to get one more name. All right. I'm going to try to get Joffrey in here. Oh, but no, it's Joe. You know what, Joffrey? I'm going to give you a duck anyway. You know why? Because I still owe you books. Which, by the way, I packaged them. They're literally sitting on the table over there. It's now just a matter of how long will it take me to actually get my butt to the... first, my printer is out of ink. So I can't print the label. And then 2 is how long it's going to take me to actually get that done. I might try to send them out. Not send them out, but I'm gonna try. I might try to print out the label tomorrow at like a friend's house or something. So I want a duck. Do you have a duck? You don't have a duck. Psychotronic squirt gun. You do not have a duck. Good fresh brown eggs are $3 to $5 a dozen here. Wow. Let's see. That's Joe's second duck. So let me update the duck race. Let's get Joe a duck. Joe another duck. And we got to give Joffrey the makeup duck. Even though I have everything, like I said, everything's over there. I am slightly tempted to go walk and get it, but it's a bit far. The mass-produced white eggs at Aldi's are $1.63. You know, was that at Aldi's? No. I was at Lidl. Lidl. The cheapest eggs at Lidl were like slightly under $3, maybe $3.60 or $3.70. Sorry, no, $2.60 or $2.70, under $3. I said. So that's a whole dollar cheaper. I mean, you're also in a different area, so you may have cheaper ducks where you cheaper chickens where you live. YouTube must be having issues, or Google is, because I have 7 comments on my newest giveaway video, but only 1 is showing. Oh, that's interesting. Sometimes if they think it's spam, the comments will go into a spam folder or spam section. Joe, I don't know if that's the case with your messages, but yeah. Before 2020, mass-produced eggs were around 60 cents a dozen at Aldi's. I don't think I honestly ever seen eggs for that cheap. I've definitely seen eggs for like 99 cents to $1.29. And then there was like the whole egg-tastrophe thing. And yeah, might be held for review. That's also what happens with messages. I wish I had an Aldi's or Walmart near me. Mall and Pa groceries here. White eggs, a dozen is $4, and browns are $8. So there were expensive eggs too. Last time I went to the supermarket, I've definitely seen eggs upwards of $7. It's weird. It's weird seeing eggs that expensive. I mean, even though it's been a little bit, but I do like that some of the eggs have dropped sub $3. I didn't buy eggs, honestly. I don't think I bought, unless I needed it for a recipe. I stopped eating eggs. I just didn't get them. I couldn't understand. So I went to fruit smoothies for breakfast. Click on show newest comments. Eggs got real cheap here in the Midwest. Would you call it the Eggland? There's actually an egg company, I believe, called Eggland's Best. Time for some ninja chickens. Colorado prices. Wow. I mean, yeah, but you guys got those Rocky Mountain oysters out there, right? Can't get those anywhere else. Hide them on the sly. Yeah, I just been cooking around them. Right? They got so expensive. You just got to work around them. All right, let's get this duck race underway. Let's see. Whoa, no. All right, that's a long time for a duck race. But why not? We'll try it out. We got a lot of ducks in this race. All right, let's see. Let me share this with you so you guys can see it. These are the ducks. These are all the ducks. I'm going to have to shuffle them around a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky number 7. So foul. Holy crap. Crap ton of ducks. Yes. That is a holy quap. Quap. All right, I put it for 3 minutes, so we can talk comics while this happens. If you want new comic talk, by the way, check out Psychotronic Squirt Gun and myself. PSG Comics and Cup of Comics Wednesdays on New Comic Book Day. Why? Now with 50% more comic news. So, all right, we're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this duck race. And JDG and PNG in the little tadpole dinosaur monster duck is in the lead. But that's going to fall behind. But there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, so they can easily catch back up. Yeah, we see some evil comic ducks in the background. I forgot to give one of those to... it's all right, because we gave Joffrey a duck anyway. So the Joffrey vampire duck is in there. So, yeah. It is really exciting action with a whole minute and 52 seconds left before we get to the end of this duck race. Why did I set it for 3 minutes? No idea, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. My dude is in the back. He knows what's up. Chilling in the back, waiting to strike. Oh, that Donald Duck is starting to make its way very slowly. Go back, Vampire Duck. Go back. Let's see. Hanging out in the back. Where's the other evil duck? The Ruski evil duck. I don't know if that's Russian or not. It could be from the Nutcracker, too. It's hanging out back there. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Where we at, duck guys? 50 seconds. You have to give us the play-by-play 40 stuff. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this really cool show. We've got 40 seconds left on the clock, and the Bobby Duck is up top with the Dagger Duck. You got the BLC Duck on the bottom, and the Joffrey Vampire Duck is coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I swear it's coming in really hot. We've got juking and jiving and juking going on right now. The Dagger Rainbow Duck also starting to fall behind. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the last 14 seconds of the race. JDG and PNG and the Joe Duck are coming up. But here's the Dagger Rainbow Duck, followed by a Bobby De La Ghetto plain, regular, no frills duck. The Bobby De La Ghetto Duck takes it all, ladies and gentlemen. Very good night to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to spay and neuter your dogs and cats. Good night, folks. Peace out. There we go. Mine must have skipped the race. Let's see. Was there no Ron Duck? Let's see. Remove winners from the next race. Race again? I don't see a... I don't see a Ron Duck. Let's go back. Let's see. I don't even know how I add an extra duck. Go back, Duck. You did add Ron. You add Ron? I think we need to run it again, Duck. I added Joffrey. I thought I added Joffrey and Ron, but Perfect play-by-play. There was no Ron Duck. Yo, Dagger Comics. That's right, Cuppy. Bobby won the big prize. I'll get it sometime in the next. That's right, Cuppy. Bobby won the big prize, and we will get it sometime in the next 2 years. Ha 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 ha! Laughing out loud. I think he got stuck in the bar. Ron, as in Donald Duck. All right, let me go back and see what happened. Can I go back again? It's just gonna erase, and nah, it just went right to the Google page. Well then. All right, Ron. Well, here's the deal. Since it seems to have not taken your duck, we're just going to give you 2 ducks in next month's race instead of refilling that whole list out because it did not save it. So Ron is the first person on the list for the month of April. And Ron has 2 ducks. That was the warm-up. Here comes Peter Griffin, Homer. Hell yeah. Yeah, me. All right. Let's give away some ducks for April. All we've been doing is talking chickens and handing out ducks. Right? That's what Evil Mike came for, was comics, and all he's getting is foul talk, poultry. I'm here to read comics and talk about ducks, and I'm fresh out of comics. All right. Let's see, what happened to my share page thing? There it is. Share screen. All right, April Ducks. April Fools fooled you. In that time, we will have talking moment with Ron's Ducks and get him out of the bar. I like duck comics. I used to read, what was the vampire duck? Count Duckula. When I was a kid, I used to read the Count Duckula comics. Oh, Paul Heyman is on the show. The Advocate. Now let's talk quail eggs. Think of hatching some of those and turning them loose on the kids. In that time, we will have to talk Ron's Ducks, get them out of the bar, autocorrect. In that time, we will have to talk to Ron's duck and get him out the bar. Damn autocorrect. Count Duckula is great. And Binocular. Duck yeah. Hashtag duck yeah. April Ducks. If you want a duck for April, oh yeah. All right. I think I remember where I left off last week, guys. We were about half a short box through. And so while you guys can enter the April Ducks hashtag, I'll look at showing some more comics. Anybody remember the Brian Michael Bendis run of Iron Man? Here's the Brian Michael Bendis run of Iron Man, issue number 1. I definitely have issue 2 of this, but this was this might have been some of Brian Michael Bendis' best work. We have Alias. This is issue number 2, not issue number 1. You guys like free books? Because here's a kid book. Includes a chapter of the graphic novel Batman's Mystery Case Book. This was actually a graphic novel, but for Batman Day, They printed one chapter in comic book form. I'm going to sneeze. Why not? I'm going to pretend I'm sneezing and then actually yawn behind that sneeze. I guess yawns overrule sneezing. Pardon me 1 second while I blow my nose. I didn't mute the audio so you can hear me blow my nose. Not really done on purpose, but hey, I figured you guys wanted some part of me. I could have turned the volume off and just blew my nose. I'm going to end up sniffling anyway. New run is okay so far. Okay. I haven't read the new one yet, but it is also what is it? Explicit or whatever. The Max. Well, it's not part of the Max. It's part of the what is the new line? Blood Red Band. It's a Red Band book. That's what it is. Funny read with that Batman. Batman cover is cute, right? Cutesy. But look, he's still scowling. I'm cute, but I'm angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm cutely angry. If you have to sneeze, look up at a light and say fish. I've done this thing where you go broccoli, and rub your nose, and that usually works too. Red Band. Art was pretty bad in the new Aliens book. Story was good. Half the battle. Anybody remember Batman Hush? I know people would like to forget Batman Hush 2. Still not done. But here's Batman Hush. Special edition. Batman Day. Anybody who watches wrestling, if you haven't seen this Obafemi guy, this is not the gentleman I would want to meet in a back alley. This book was $1, and at one point it was $5.25, but I got it for $1. This is Catwoman number 29. This is the B cover, I believe. Is this the Sousa Micah cover? No, this is a Jenny Frison cover. Pretty sure it's Jenny Frison. Not bad for $1. You think it's upside down, but it's not. I was holding it like this before. But I'm pretty sure she's like sprawled out on the floor, on a bed or something with all the monies. Oh my goodness gracious. This man is as big, if not bigger, than Brock Lesnar. And that is... Oh my God, they went through a table. This... I mean, it's obviously staged because they got like all these fake security guards out there. You could tell they're fake because they look like wrestlers. And that's because they are. They're like local wrestlers who they hire to play the role of security so they can take a bump if something goes wrong. But yeah, there's like an office chair in the ring. That's crazy. They almost hit their head off of it. All right, guys. Sorry, I got distracted. We got the Uncanny Avengers, Rick Remender, Daniel Kuna on this one. Yeah, this is issue 2. She dead. I don't know. Let's see. What kind of man would you like to meet? Good one. That is a good one. She dead. I prefer to meet a woman in the back alley. Ooh. I think I know what you mean. Dagger. Hey, I'm not judging. All right, we're gonna spin this, guys. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, StreamYard knows as we give away a duck tonight. Third one of April, and Evil Mike comes away with that duck. All right, let me write that down. I don't know why, but the top of this pen just keeps falling off. Oh, now it's staying on. All right. All right. Boom. This is one of those covers that, like, you got a bag and board right away. This is pretty much all white, but this is Nick Fury, number 2. It's like an astronaut. And he's just like, come to me, astronaut. Probably because he doesn't have his own spacesuit right now. I don't know how he's breathing in space. Like, Nick Fury needed to plan that one a little better. All right, here's a series that I've heard pretty decent things about. This is A-Force, issue number 2, with Dr. Doom on the cover. Doom. All will be Doom. I'd like to thank the chickens that tried to eat Will's toes for this win. OBA is so popular these days, you can't even get his action figure anymore because scalpers get them and sell them way above. Oh, man. That sucks. I saw Omos, right? So he's another big guy. Doesn't move like Obafemi. I mean, Obafemi's like, he's phenomenal, right? Moves fast. He's a big dude. Does all the things. Almost just a tall dude, big dude, doesn't move like that. But I saw him in person, and I swear the guy's like 7'5" or something. Like, I looked up and was like, how are you so big? How are you? And like, it was just in the regular world. So right out in public, obviously there's some people who know him from wrestling and there's some people who don't. But still, when somebody that big walks around, you just notice it. This dude was huge. I was like, good God. Scalpers are cray-cray. Yeah, hate scalpers. Anytime I try to scalp something, I lose money. I did sell 2 comic books today, though, from New York Comic Con for a little bit under $200. So that wasn't bad. I can use the extra money since I'm moving in less than a month, so... And still looking for full-time employment. But I would say that freelancing isn't going too bad at the moment. It was slow with Easter the last week, but I had 2 interviews today too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Kind of all collectibles in general. A-Force was cool. Right, that's I've heard. I haven't heard anything negative about A-Force, so that's good. That's what she said. I stood next to Ryback and The Undertaker. Ryback was 5 sizes of me wide. My height, though, Undertaker just made me feel tiny, super tall. Right? Yeah, Ryback was like really, really like wide. And Undertaker, they say he's 7 feet tall. I'm sure he's closer to like 6'10" or something, but Will selling his talents to highest bidder, eh? You're moving. Where at? Not too far from where I live now. So I'll still be in New York, but I'm moving maybe 20 minutes away. Closer to some things further away from my comic shop, my local comic shop, but it does put me like I love my comic shop to death. It's not the best. It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong when I say this. Not a bad comic shop, but it does put this move does put me better close to a better comic shop. So my comic shop, the guy who runs it, Red Shirt Comics, Josh, awesome guy. It's a smaller shop, so it doesn't quite have everything you need. Sometimes A and B covers are fine, but if you want some ratio covers, stuff like that, a lot harder to get it. Where I'm moving now, I'll be closer to a comic shop called Fourth World Comics, one of the bigger ones actually on Long Island, and they've got some. They've for the most part they'll get everything that you need. Yeah, it's just a really cool comic shop. So anything I need, I'll be closer to. See, that's crazy. I don't know how comic shops can compete. Well, I guess maybe they're not trying to compete, but like that's just crazy. This is Something is Killing the Children. This is this is Enter the House of Slaughter, and this is the new comic book day or free comic book day book. And I think I have more than one of these, so I'm gonna put this in somebody's box. Maybe I'll go in Bobby DeLaGhetto's box. I don't know. What else do we have here? We have Aliens versus Predator Xenogenesis. If you are an Alien or Predator fan, there you go. What else do we have? Avengers, Mark Waid, Mike Del Mundo. I believe this is an Alex Ross cover, issue number 2. And I believe there's a bunch of Kang the Conquerors possible first appearances in this book. Oh wow. Yeah, and Mile High has a regular retail shop too, but I've never been to that one, but I've been to the warehouse, and the warehouse it's huge. And honestly, like I've been to the warehouse and it's big. Like the portion you get to walk in is big. And then I think I would say half of the warehouse is just storage. My biggest gripe with the warehouse though is everything is really overpriced. So the way the owner runs it is it's more like his personal collection or like a museum than it is like actual store. With that being said, he does do 70% off sales, which does drop the price of the book a little bit below FMV. But if there's no sale, a lot of times most of those books are super high priced. Yeah, right now I think they're doing the 70% off sale. I think it ends tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, but I like Mile High Comics. Don't get me wrong. I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just saying it could be a little cheaper. Yikes! That's what happens when everything's so close. Mile High really doesn't really do new comics. They do, but a very small selection. Yeah. I like to use Mile High when they have the sales, 70% off sales. I mean, those are awesome. Other than that, yeah, they are. But I thought they had a retail store location, a small store. They do have a little bit of new books in the warehouse, but I thought they had another location that had more new stuff. Mile High sounds expensive to me. It is. This is Paul Dini. It's a cool Batman book. Not sure who the cover artist is, but it's got that sketchy sketch vibe. I feel like if you did this, it still works. Speaking of Batman, we got Batman comics. This is Detective. These covers were interesting, like just the way the covers were laid out. And this is Detective. Is this 743? Yeah, there it is. It's hard to find the numbers. There was also like a run of like X-Men books where they made it almost impossible to figure out what number issue you were getting. And this is 742 of Detective Comics. Also Greg Rucka. For a minute, Greg Rucka was a really hot writer. Like, you know, everybody was getting his stuff. They merged both locations, and now it is a warehouse connected to a store. Oh. I was just in the warehouse in November last year. I was in Colorado for like 2 days. Which reminds me, Mike, next time I'm in Colorado, I gotta see what you're doing. And yeah, I went to the warehouse and I didn't notice that. That's a key too. Which one? This one or the first one? I got both of these detective books, by the way, in a 50-cent bin. So anytime I see like detective or some part of Batman, even if it's the Tom King run, I'll buy them. Spider-Man, any Spider-Man, Web Spectacular, the self-titled Spider-Man, or the Todd McFarlane run, or Amazing. If I see any of those, there was a beat up ASM. I want to say like 119 or something in a box. It was beat like whatever, but it was $1, and I was like, "What, sub 200 ASM for $1? Yes, please." I was like, "You could have sold this beat up book for like $5, and somebody would have bought it." Crazy. There you go. We got Powers #1. I think this is coming back to TV. Brian Michael Bendis, Icon. Powers #1. We are getting real close. So this box is supposed to be Ghost Rider books, but I must have filled it with not Ghost Rider books. We got Alias #12. These jump around. Ooh, that's a good one. It is an animated form. Announced last month. Nice. We got lucky, guys. Buy those 50-cent books. Alias #27. What is this? Alias #28. I will tell you, I did see the Alias run in a bin for 50 cents. And I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I didn't pick it all up. And now I could have had the entire, well, at least close to the entire Alias run. And I didn't pick it up. And now I shall always think about the time I could have had the entire Alias run, or most of it. Sorry, you saying that Alias is worth a read. The first one, definitely. I say, yeah. I mean, that's what Jessica Jones, the Netflix TV show, was kind of based off of, was that Alias run by Brian Michael Bendis. I think it's worth picking up. Oh, Ron Helton, possibly looking to pick up some. By the way, guys, PSG Comics does sales on Mondays. Go check it out. Go check it out. Check. What's it all about? Check it all out. All right. I realize I'm typing and not even telling you guys anything. I'm just hoping you hang on to every moment, every movement that I make, and that you don't go anywhere. But let's do this. Boom. Hashtag alias. So go ahead and enter in hashtag alias for the next duck giveaway. I've never seen Jessica Jones. What? Probably top 2 of the Netflix Marvel shows. Daredevil's probably number 1. Jessica Jones is probably number 2. Luke Cage, probably number 3. And then you have, following up in the rear, the one nobody talks about, Iron Fist. And so, I don't know. Iron Fist, I feel, was a little rushed. And so they never had time to really make... It's a martial arts character, right? So you're going to have to do martial arts. So they got a decent actor who didn't really know the martial arts, and wasn't really given enough time to train for it. By the time season 2 rolls around, he's a little better at it. So, but season 1 definitely struggled with at least that aspect, the fight scenes. Alias is really good. Love Jessica Jones. Basically the Hulk, but a private eye. Right? So close, yet so far away. So far away. She is the wife of Luke Cage, Power Man. Also the mayor of New York City. Not Alias. No Alias. Jessica Jones. I like Jessica Jones. I don't have Netflix either. Jessica Jones is awesome. You have Disney Plus, because it's on Disney Plus too. If you don't have Disney Plus, though, what are you doing, Ron? You have grandchildren. They need Disney Plus. If it doesn't stream for free, well, not in this house. Definitely no Disney Plus then. Definitely does not have Disney Plus. I say Jessica Jones was better than most MCU shows. That's true. I think only really the final season of Jessica Jones kind of struggled a little bit. But other than that, and even though the final season struggled, I wouldn't say it was horrific. I think it was just that there's no topping kind of that first season in the first 2 seasons of Jessica Jones. So everything after that was really just going to be not great. I don't have Netflix at my motel. Hard time just trying to get the sports channels. If you move the antennas just right, it's Canada, right? So you guys still have antennas. If you move the antennas just right, do you get to see like the squiggly line, like those weird channels? You know the one, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that like in the 80s and 90s almost came through, but not quite. No, I have no paid services, just the cell phone and its internet hotspot. $450 a year. That's not bad. Jessica Jones was a hottie. Right? I think that's the other thing we were missing. It's kind of like the Hulk, but a PI, right? A private investigator, but also not bad to look at. Ron said pirate waters. If you know, you know. They have some of those at their houses. I can't justify the monthly service charge. Would rather watch YouTube or the free streaming services. They're all back in the new Daredevil. Yeah, I think tomorrow they're releasing a new episode. So we'll see. I've only seen in like one of the previews Jessica Jones. So I'm Jack Benny without the I had an antenna up north growing up. Good times. Anybody here was a remote control for their parents before remote controls actually became a big thing? I mean, I grew up with remote controls, but most of the time they were just like, hey, can you change the channel? You got to get up. Or click, 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 click. She was a victim of SA thanks to the Purple Man. Yes. Yes, she was. Way to make things weird. No, I'm kidding. Yes, Dad. So many remote controls. All right, let's go ahead and spin this. In the meantime, we got GLA number 25, Grant Morrison on this. Is that Starro? Evil. All right, I'm calling rigged. All right, then we got JLA number 26. Still a Grant Morrison production. Yeah, it's not looking too good. She getting squished. Definitely put that JLA book in the wrong spot. There it is. Found it. Fixed it. All right, let's see. We got this is week 50. Well, this is 52, week 11. And this is the first appearance of Batwoman on a cover. Now we get Kate Kane, I believe, in issue 7 of 52. But her first appearance in the suit is in week 11. We got 2 of them. Uh-huh. You guys like free comics? So do I. We got Suicide Squad King Shark Special Edition. Free. And we got the Smurfs. Gargamel. Gargamel and Azrael. Always causing problems. We got Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers. Jason Aaron and Eben Coelho. Eben Coelho worked on some Venom books too during the Donny Cates run. This is Ryan Otley cover though. And it's free comic book day. Free comic book day happens the first Saturday in May, guys. So, you know, that's how you know what day it is. That first weekend, that first Saturday in May. Free comic book day. We Lived the Last Days. This was the Miranda Brothers by Aftershock. I believe Aftershock is now out of business and probably owes a bunch of people money. All right. Apparently I missed a bunch. Grew up with magnet remote controls. Interesting. The Big Clickers. Yep, I was a remote control. That is how I became a good runner. Okay, give my duck to Ron. Well, now Ron has 3 ducks. But we will do that for you, Evil, because I gave Ron 2 ducks for the next duck race. It was also our job to adjust the rabbit ears when changing them. I remember my grandmother had like one of those gyroscopic rabbit ears or whatever. So like it was like 2 sets of antennas and like one went like left, right, and the other went like up, down. But like you could turn both of them to try to get just the right. It was weird. I think it was like one of those, only on TV purchases. Mike should get a lottery ticket. Make it 2. JLA was the very first Morrison I read when it was coming out. Loved it. Buying it as it came out. That's awesome. I like Grant Morrison sometimes. I like him a lot. Just sometimes I find him to be wordy, but a lot of the great writers or a lot of the good writers are wordy. he also experiments with stuff, so totally rigged. If it's rigged, he's not calling evil for nothing. Now I only have luck acquiring the Ducks, getting the Ducks to win, not so much. Mwahahahaha. My girl. You only have lick. love Batwoman. Yes. And DC just came out with the new Batwoman book. They did Batwoman. They did that Deadpool guy. No. Deathstroke. They did Deathstroke. They did Batwoman, and they did Lobo. They all have new books out of DC. I think number ones came out about 3 weeks ago. May 2nd this year. That's your new comic book day, guys. May 2nd. Try not to plan anything for May 2nd. Be typing too fast and competing with autocorrect that doesn't know how to spell. Great times. That was my autocorrect back in the day. We Live was fantastic. Yes, the whole first volume arc of We Live was amazing. The second volume lost. So it's about these kids who become superheroes on this planet that's undergoing a catastrophic incident, really. And these kids become superheroes, but you lose a lot of the cutesiness of volume one when the kids go from these, stumbling, trying their hardest kids, giving it all the heart to becoming these like superheroes. You just lose a little bit of the innocence at that point. I don't know. But either way, We Live was really good. And I think it was optioned at one point, but nothing really ever came out of it. I can't type fast anymore. We Live was a documentary. Yeah. I remember those big clickers. Dad did not want to did not want to upgrade to them. Why, he said he had 5 remotes. With Danny. Yes. Danny. Yeah, it was a really good character in We Live. But alas, things did not work out. And I think right after Shock went into, didn't it go into bankruptcy or something like that? Let me see. Or no, they still exist. I thought they had gone out of business, but they have not. I haven't really seen them in stores though. I also don't see any recent articles since 2022 on Aftershock, so maybe they are actually out of business. And maybe just the website hasn't been no, yeah, apparently they did go bankrupt. $2022, it looks like. All right. Diamond went under, and so did And so did Aftershock. All right, guys. Here's some stuff. I've been thinking about working on a Ghost Rider run. 92. Was it 92? Probably not 92. But anyway, the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. 90s, right? Maybe it was 92. 90, 91, 92. Doing that one. But I do enjoy the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Don't get me wrong. So here is a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. This is Ghost Rider number 20. And if I do try to complete the Ghost Rider run, I'm honestly gonna also try to get Spotlight 5, I believe, is the first Ghost Rider appearance. Spotlight 6, second, and then possibly Ghost Rider 1. Those are some expensive books, though. Last year, I tried to grab a Spotlight 5, and I got really close to it, but somebody beat me to the punchline. I saw it at a booth at a really good price, but I was running late for something, so I was like, oh, I'll get it tomorrow. Never do something tomorrow that you can do today. But anyway, Ghost Rider versus the menacing might of the Manticore. We got a little Hawkeye on the cover, and who's the cowboy? And the Two Gun Kid back in action. It's a little volume 1 Ghost Rider, and I don't have too many of these in my collection. I got to find them. I do have a Silver Age box somewhere, and I'm assuming the rest of them are in there, but not so much in this box. This box was, I've been putting it together slowly, so I have to go through some other boxes to corral all my Ghost Rider books. But Ghost Rider, let's go. Had the whole Danny Ketch run, but I never read it, bits and pieces. I mean, I liked it. I mean, his face like melted. May 1990. Hey, that's cool. If it began the same week as May 24th, then that was my birthday book. But not on my day. Not 1990. All right, here we go. This is Javier Solter does the covers. He does do Ghost Rider 1. Mark Teixeira, I believe, does a lot of the interiors on this book. But this is Ghost Rider number 8. Now, I know I have earlier. I definitely have Ghost Rider 1. And I think I even have that slammed. I have Ghost Rider 2. And I'm pretty sure I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, I'm not sure. I might be missing 7, though. But that's 8. This is 9. I'm pretty sure a lot of these I found in $1.50 bins. It's 10. I did love these covers. It's just something about a flaming skull. Right, that's 11. This is 12. This book is, I think, maybe one of the original Ghost Rider books. Like, this one I may have bought as a kid. This one has like a crease down the, it's like right, it goes sideways, but has a crease on it. We'll go about as far as one of my favorite covers. It's a Joe Quesada cover. Got to run. Have a great night, all. Evil, sir. Also awesome to see you. We are going to do one more duck while we do this. But now that means somebody other than Evil can win a duck, guys. Unless he puts in a hashtag right before he leaves. All right, let's see. Let's go. Boom. All right. And that's the new one. Evil Duck. All right. My nose is still bothering me. I blame allergies because my throat also feels a little itchy. I was driving today, and today was like one of the first days like I opened the window while driving, And quick, do it now before he comes back. And like, it's been it's been cold, and now finally spring's starting to kick in. So I start to open the window, and as soon as the window opens, what's the first thing I do? So yeah, this is a beautifully, to me anyway, painted cover. I'm not sure who does this one, but this is Ghost Rider number 13. Let's say up here, 1991. That's all it says. And we still got 1991, the Comics Code, approved by the Comics Code. So it's great because he's like on his motorcycle. He's got the chain whip thing going, and he's like, "Who's this behind me? You about to get whipped." All right, just flip these books. We got Ghost Rider number 15. This is the famous glow in the dark cover. Got a couple of those. I still find see, like this one's $2. How is this book $2? I mean, they printed a ton of them. That's why it's $2, but still, it's just a great cover. And I've got the gold second printing. There was a time at Marvel where second printings were just gold. So no matter what the original color of the right, isn't that I'm assuming the painted one, right? No matter what color of the original cover was, second printing cover was always gold, right? And I don't think there's really many that carry a high price to them either. Same here. I had to rush to the country to pick up my grandsons. Their mom was running late. Rolled down the window for some fresh air and pollen and a sneeze fit. Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Not so much. I don't know. The artwork's okay, but it's just the characters on it. So Johnny Blaze, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and the Hobgoblin. Spider-Man, Ghost Rider number 16. I mean, when I was a kid, Ghost Rider, and you got the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man books, and what else do we have at that time? I mean, just out of Marvel. And then, they had like the Dark Hawk. I like Dark Hawk, actually. I used to read Sleepwalker. They were just, I was reading a lot of the fun, scary, I guess, books, if you will. This is Mark Teixeira, Ghost Rider number 19. See, I paid $1 for this, right? So completing this run isn't going to be that hard. There is some later books, not so much that they're expensive, and just as they're low print runs. So, and this did go on for a while. I probably stopped collecting Ghost Rider somewhere in the 50s, and I think this book went well into the 90s. So there was still a lot of years that I didn't collect. This is one of my favorite covers, guys, and it's simple, and it just it just hits. Like, you're like, that can't happen to the Ghost Rider. Anyway, it says I paid $3 for this one. I don't know if that's true or not. Ghost Rider number 21, Snow Blinded. And right, the Ghost Rider's just got that staff going through his face, jaw's broken, flame is flaming out, and he just looks so beat. Yeah, and I got 2 of them. So this one, I says I only paid $1.50 for. So yeah, those are some Ghost Rider books. All right, we're gonna give away this duck now. Might as well. And why not? We got 8 people in. Plenty of people in this one. Probably the most people we had. And it says I have the least amount of people watching. So who gets a duck here? Ron gets another duck. Ron's making out like a bandit tonight. All right. Well, congratulations, Ron. No, I gave away 3 ducks. We're gonna do one more just for to make it 4 for prosperity because I missed the last last week. And even though those ducks would have went to this week in the duck race, I feel like we should do that. I should give some more ducks out. PSG Comics. Aaron, Second Square Gun. Check us out Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel. New comic book day. Why? With comic news. See, PSG, you wanted a duck, you got a duck. All right, let's see. With all the comic book channels that I follow, I don't have a lot of time to watch paid services, so I would be wasting money. Hey, that makes sense, Ron. I mean, if you have the entertainment you need, then you don't need more entertainment. If you don't think you're missing anything, you're saving a ton of money. Honestly, that's money that can go into other things, including really cool comics. The white makes it pop, right? Right, Joffrey? The white is just the Ghost Rider, vulnerable. I think up until that point in that comic, like the Ghost Rider just almost seemed undefeatable. And then bam, you get that. And it's like, oh man. Oh yeah, it's true. I feel like the hours disappear so quickly. Pay it back to Evil Duck. All right. Evil Duck gets another duck. There we go. Ron is on fire. Fire. Maybe it's the hatching chicks giving me good luck. 2 more hatched while I've been watching this stream. That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like the chickens are hatching. That's cool. As long as they're happy and healthy and ready to produce some eggs and not bite people in the toes, I can get down with that. All right, guys. Well, that was it. That's the show for tonight. We're a little bit over an hour. We're about an hour and 13 minutes in. I could just do this for about 2 minutes and have you guys stay here. But you do know that we have to have some kind of dance party that goes on. Let's get it started. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me. Again, don't forget Wednesday, 9 p.m. If you ain't doing anything, come on by. I'll have Aaron with me, PSG Comics, and we're gonna go over the new comic books that I buy, right? So I'm gonna go to the comic shop. I'm gonna get my new comics. I'm gonna bring them here. I'm gonna read some. I'm not gonna read the others, and we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna show you some pages. We're gonna talk about it. I might bring up some news that's happening in the comic book world. And we'll just hang out. Aaron will ask some questions. Why is that exciting? Why are you buying that? Stop wasting your money. Buy older books. And those are some statements too, right? But yeah, no, we'll hang out. We'll have a good time. We'll talk about some stuff. I watched on Netflix, before I leave, I just wanted to put this out. I watched Avatar, right? The Last Airbender or whatever. The live action on Netflix. I liked it. It's pretty cool. I watched a little bit of the cartoon like months ago. We're probably going to watch a little bit more of that. But yeah, no, it's I liked it. It was like a little hokey. There were some serious moments though. Overall, I can see what the hype is about Avatar. And I'm not talking about the blue people. Not the blue guys. I'm talking about the earth, wind, fire, water, heart. Oh, no, that's Captain Planet. Earth. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. So if you have a chance to check out Avatar, give it a try. The grandkids held them and just loved it. Oh, the chickadees. That's so cool. Later, taters. Have a good rest. Good night, Ron. Have a good night, Ron. We've been marathoning Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Fun stuff, but are you going to do the Iron Fist? That's the big question. Are you going to be watching that? I've seen the first 2 Avatar movies. Like the first one the best. I actually picked up a copy of Avatar when it was discontinued. Nice. I haven't seen any of the movies. But we'll check them out. We'll see. Not sure about Iron Fist yet. You know what? Season 1, it's a little rough. Season 2, I liked. I really do wish they would have had a new season 3. It didn't work out. But I think season 3 would have been very interesting. So, I don't know. What else? Oh, tomorrow, I'm going to try to drop my new comic book day preview video too. So, if you want to find out what books are coming out in the world, check into that tomorrow. Check it all out. All in one shot. Yeah, I know. But I think tomorrow they're dropping just one, right? Just one episode. They do 1, then 2, then 1, then 2. That's what I heard. I think that's going to be the thing too. Defenders series was fun too. See, if you're going to watch Defenders and watch Daredevil and watch Jessica Jones and watch Luke Cage, excuse me, then you have to do Iron Fist. Even if you watch it in like 1.5 speed. But yeah, I think that'll be fun too. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Oh, and I started working on a video today. I haven't done a pre-recorded video in about 3 weeks. And these videos I recorded back in January. So we're finally catching up. And the last and most insignificant piece of information I'm going to give you about my life today is I called to see if I had jury duty tomorrow, and I do not have jury duty tomorrow, but I'm still not off the hook. I have to call again tomorrow after 5 to see if I have to go in for jury duty on Wednesday. Hopefully I don't, because that's new comic book day. I mean, either way, I'm getting off in time to get the books. I just won't have as much time to read them. Yeah, so I'm hoping I don't have to go in for jury duty. But I do have to get up early tomorrow to bring my car in for a New York State inspection, because I have nobody to pick me up. So I have to wait for my car. And they were like, "What? You got to bring it in first thing in the morning." And I was like, "Damn it." So anyway, that's my life. FM. No, it's all right. Get up early to go to the camp. Typically, I bring it to this one shop where I used to bring it to this one shop where I can walk to a bunch of stores that I like to go shopping in. But that shop is now closed, which sucks, because it was kind of where I'd like to go to get stuff done. There is another store close to the mall, or another automotive center close to the mall. I could go to that one. I don't know. I'm going to give this small shop a chance. They've done some work in my car in the past, and it's turned out okay. So I'm going to give them a chance to be my regular shop instead of my secondary shop. We'll see how it works out, since my first shop is now closed. Anyway. Everyone needs to watch Defenders in between Daredevil seasons 2 and 3, right? Well, you got Daredevil in it, kind of an extension of the Daredevil show. I was getting summoned for jury duty last week, but then have to go. Nice, good times. My youngest son is addicted to Harbor Freight. Tool junkie. There's a Harbor Freight right by my gym, and I've been in there a few times. Anytime I need a tool and I don't want to spend too much money on it, the Harbor Freight. For the most part, they're usually okay. Every once in a while, they're not the best. I wouldn't say some of the stuff has a lifetime guarantee, but they get the job done. They know what they're doing at Harbor Freight. Actually, I should probably go there. I have to pick up. I probably shouldn't, but I want to get a new multimeter, and maybe I'll try a Harbor Freight multimeter. I need a continuity tester too. You just put it on a cable and it'll beep if the cable is actually, it has a current running through it. So I should get one of those as well. But all right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you for joining me again. Wednesday, me and PSG, 9 p.m. on my channel, New Comic Book Day Y with Comic News. Check that out. Tomorrow, I'll try to drop that preview video, and that's it. And I got another video coming out later this week. So peace, deuces, we're out. Ka-chink. Love you guys. The peace, the deuces. And the dance party. All right, guys. Check you later. Later, Gator. Have a good night.